Hi. Once there was a girl called Sally who was very silly and lazy. Often she used to wander here and there with no purpose. So one day, as she was wandering in a place, she felt very thirsty. So she went to a pond nearby and quenched her thirst. She felt very tired and drowsy, so she slept there on the banks of the pond. When she woke up, it was night already. So she peeped into the pond and could not see her own reflection. And she got a big doubt. Am I really here or not? Well, let me ask at my home. She went home and found the door closed. So she called from outside. Is Sally there? A sleepy voice replied, Oh, she must be on the bed. Sally thought, If Sally is at home, I'm not Sally. Saying this, she went away. The moral is that shadows are not realities. Here, the word shadows I mean are the ones you are dependent on. Some of us are very dependent on others for everything. It may be our parents, children, spouse, sibling, lover, or friend. I'm talking about the emotions and the energy we waste on the illusion thinking someone is going to be with us always. Sometimes, because of this affection, emotions, towards the other person, we get misguided. We do things for them, whereas later, when you look back, you would have only done things to satisfy someone instead of doing things for yourself. It's good to have people around, but never depend on someone for your survival, your decisions, your learning, your future plans. The dependency might be good for a certain period, but it will weaken your abilities greatly over a period of time. I had a very close friend in my 20s. We planned to work together, we planned to build houses nearby, we thought of businesses. But later, when we grew up and when we had to move places, I had no clue what should I do. It was like starting my life, all the planning all over again. I know people who does workouts together. Suddenly when one of them is not there, the other person totally stops doing any workout at all. I hope some of you can relate to this. No one is greater than you yourself. Learn to be independent in your thoughts. Have goal for yourself and never be misguided by your own shadows. Once there was a couple who were married for 50 years. They were in their early 80s and they were always found together. The old lady addressed the man always as honey, sugar, sweetheart, darling, baby, and other similar words. One day, when the new neighbor noticed this, he was surprised and he asked the old lady, he said, Granny, do you always talk to your husband that way? The old lady said, Bob, let me be honest with you. It's been 5 years now. I just can't remember his name and I'm just too embarrassed to ask him.